Hey, what's up? New video blog from your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopax. And in this video, I want to talk about how to connect to your daemon and why that is important for your magical practice. Okay, so the term daemon has been used in different contexts. Okay, some magicians have called it holy guardian angel, some have called it higher self, some have called it, I don't know, the divine power, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, if we were to describe it in terms that make sense to us today, your daemon is essentially the part of yourself that exists beyond your mind and your body. Yeah, you are not your mind and your body. You are inhabiting your mind and body complex, which includes all kinds of energies. And yeah, it's a complicated thing. However, that's not your true identity. Your true identity exists beyond all of those. Since it exists beyond all of those, it can have an effect on the system as well as on things beyond. Now, there's something called the Abramelin operation. In my opinion, a little bit too much of a hassle to do, okay? Because you would have to spend months, alone, beyond society, minimal contact with anyone and anything, very, very strict diet, fasting, prayers, and all that shit, right? Now, that's definitely a good way of connecting with your holy guardian angel, with that higher self that exists beyond your mind and body. But I mean, who's really going to do that these days, right? So it's definitely not the optimal way of doing it. And you don't have to. That's the good news. Now, let me take a step back again and explain to you why it's important to connect to that thing in the first place. Yeah. Now, even if you're not interested in the esoteric and transcendent implications of that, where you're able to connect to the part of yourself that is eternal and actually goes from incarnation to incarnation, and eventually you're going to have to connect with that and transcend this samsara wheel of reincarnation and suffering, right? But even if you're not interested in that, and you're purely interested in getting spells done, you have to understand that unless you connect to that thing, that higher self, you're not going to be able to cause magic to happen. The entire reason why we're going to a trance in a magical ritual is so that we can access a state of awareness that is beyond the usual body-mind complex. And once you're connected with that, your magical abilities awaken. Before that, you don't have access to them. Why? Because you are so, in the experience of being the mind-body complex, that you're going to have a hard time operating the mind-body complex, you see. Now, you might think that you have free will and, you're a rational person. Everybody thinks that. But the truth is, and anyone who really just learns a little bit about how the mind works, you know that the subconscious programs, beliefs, energies, collective forces that you have no control over really run the show. The magician is the person or the awakened being that builds a conscious and clear connection with that higher self that is beyond the mind-body complex, beyond that system that can be easily influenced by outside forces, and becomes a force that influences themselves, a force that is able to affect things at a larger scale, not just the person themselves, but external things, other people, events, on a world scale. Yes, that's possible. Now, if you're connecting to a demon or an angel that you want to work with, these are forces that are part of this collective energy field. And for them to be contacted, you must connect to this higher holy guardian angel. So Understand that connecting to your daemon is not necessarily something that comes later in your practice. It is the very foundation of your magical power. And without it, magic will not happen for you. Neither evocations, neither spell casting, none of these things are going to work. Now, you might still be able to use the law of attraction and other things, but for real magic, the stuff that you hear legends about, you know, that's Merlin type of stuff, right? Or maybe other examples that are coming to your mind right now. For that, and to attain the real secrets, you need to connect to your daemon. So, let me give you some practical advice on how you can maybe start connecting to your daemon. Now, first of all, you need a magical journal. You need to observe yourself, observe your thoughts, observe what's going on. Because that observer is part of the Holy Guardian Angel. It is in it, but not of this world. The more you pay attention to it, the stronger your connection is going to become with it. 2, meditation. Meditation will allow you to perceive from that higher perspective. Number 3, use the meditative state not just to transcend yourself, but from that transcended place, now form an intention and direct pure intention without having to talk to yourself, without self-talk, without having to create a visual. Direct pure intention. Not from here, okay? I'm doing this visual here just because I need to use my body to give you body language, obviously, right? So, but what you're really doing is you're transcending the mind-body complex. And from there, you then direct pure intention. And that is the magic that you're seeking. So I hope you can make use of that. A lot more videos coming, a lot more video blogs, plus a very, very special treat very soon. So stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned to learn the secrets that you will not learn anywhere else. That's a promise. Be well.